featuring Taran Killam and guest starring Usher.
How you doing? I'm Cal Bilson. I'm currently serving a life sentence in a maximum security men's prison facility for robbing, assaulting, and spitting on a bunch of old people. When I was first incarcerated, I was a scared and lonely 22-year-old heterosexual boy. 10 years into my life sentence, I'm a confident, outgoing 32-year-old heterosexual man in a gay relationship. See, a life sentence don't have to mean you're sentenced to a life of loneliness. Because now they're cellmates. Prison dating service that turns lifers into lovers.
Hello there. Before we begin, I'd just like to say to my wife, I'm sorry, Liz. Just trying to survive. That being said, here goes. I'm looking for a man who knows his way around the prison system. You know, can make a shank, can get things, like chocolate, for instance. I'm a chocoholic. I also have a lot to offer. For example, I can read. Now, there are parts of my body that are virginal, so I need a man who is patient. I don't mind being the wife. In my relationship with Liz, she's the dominant one anyway. If you pick me, I assure you, I will be an unforgettable prison bitch.
Once your video personal's completed, we submit it to over 800 single prisoners. In about a day or so, you should receive about a dozen tapes smuggled into your cell in your bunk linen. Once you made your selection, signal to us by playing your harmonica.
Thank God for cellmates. On my first day, one of the guards told me if I didn't choose someone to be with quickly, there was going to be a feeding frenzy. That's flattering in one sense, and in another sense, downright terrifying. I needed protection, and I needed it fast. So when I saw Machete's video, I hooked up with him right away, and thank God he was available. He had just choked to death his last cell wife for cheating on him. He doesn't need to worry about that with me, though, because I don't want to die.
Everybody needs love, even violent criminals. So give cellmates a try, and if you're not completely satisfied, I'll refund your money by way of a sharpened toothbrush handle in the back of your head. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go pick some fruit.
Cellmates, if you have to be a prisoner, why not be a prisoner of love?
Oh, Thelma, you're so funny, you make me laugh. But Thelma makes me cry.
Here we are in Cincinnati for another edition of the Antiques Roadshow, celebrating our 1008th year on public television. Let's take a look at what people have brought us today.
Want to tell me a little bit about this?
Well, I found this next to some crappy old gold bullion at a swap matrix, and I didn't know what it was, but I thought it was pretty, and I have it prominently displayed at my home in a hover hutch.
Uh-huh. Care to take a guess at what it is?
Well, my robot husband thinks it might have been an old head energizer.
Nope. This is a primitive version of the computer.
You mean like the think chips we have in our tongues?
Exactly, but unlike the think chips, which perform billions of functions, these were only used for storing porn, which led to the great porn dynasty that ruled from 2012 to last year. Care to take a guess at how much this is worth?
Well, I only paid 7 million Rubix for it.
Aha. You paid 7 million Rubix too much. My suggestion, beam this right into the disposal cube. These pieces of crap crashed and froze so frequently people became violent.
We'll be right back with more Antiques Roadshow after this 8-hour pledge drive.